Ah, it's Gommy's suspension agony aunt page. Hang on, I just want to set this up a bit better. And possibly I'm going to give you a little wipe on the lens. There we are, little tiddles. So, this one is for Mike. Mike's been having a bit of a problem with his BMW shop. I shouldn't laugh. He's probably really angry now. You've got to laugh, right? Now Mike has sent us a letter. He sent the shock in for a rebuild before, and we did it. I put a Schrader valve on, and the shock wouldn't go back into his mic. Shit happens. Not all BMWs are made exactly the same. There are differences. But that's not what it's here for. Mike sent this back, and I duly did a different valve for him. And he said when he took it off the bike, it rattled. What? What'd you take it off the bike for? No, don't get angry. Anyway, was this the rattle? Was that what you could hear? Now I have to point out that down inside this plastic tube there is a bump stop. Okay? And I'm going to show you what a bump stop is. A bump stop is this rubber block that is free to bounce up and down. And if you shake your shock it will rattle. This is not too bad actually, but I'm going to take this off anyway, and this is a split bump shock, so I can take this off because there's something else I want to show you. Now Mike said this shock didn't have any damping. Now you just have to bear with me because I've got to screw in a Schrader valve so I can show you damping, and of course, have I got one? I just had one! No, actually, genuinely, I did just have one. Oh, come on! What's this? What's this do? Yeah, but it hasn't got core in it. Future Schrader valve gone. There we are. Right, so I've got to, unlike a Japanese shock, I can't gas the shock and then assemble it, because Japanese shocks build from the bottom. You see me take the spring off the top. BMW stuff builds from the top. It's terrible, which means you have to build the entire shock, then gas it. So I can't test the shock when it's assembled. It's a really, really piss poor design and idea. But as you may have noticed, BMW don't make this shock. This is made elsewhere. Now this is a metal skin. This is a real budget shock. Shut up! That's this fitting here that's leaking, by the way. Right, that's good. That's about 10 bar. More than I need for this test. Right, because that hissing does my head in. So, this screws all the way out, which is damping set to its most softy. Push this down, and it's one effort to get it down, and then it will come back up. Now, if I didn't have any damping, that would come up like a rat up a drain pipe. That would absolutely fly up. Now, that's actually pretty good. But what we want is the damping on full, right? We want to test that. So, with this all the way in, the rod shouldn't move at all, or it should move very, very slowly. And ideally, what I've got is very slowly. Remember the drag bike shocks from the other videos? And then if I undo this, it will get quicker. I could not ask for better damping. I mean, we can ask for better damping. Higher end, higher spec shocks, you have more control over your damping. Now what we're going to do is going to screw this all the way in. So we're just going to do the simple basic damping test of compression and whether or not I can pick this bench up. You ready? I could not ask for a better shock. Honestly, there is absolutely nothing wrong with this shock at all. Again, I've got to disassemble it to reassemble it, which is a bit crazy. Now, I will do you, I've noticed that the head of the M6 valve had been filed down. Shouldn't really do that. Should have just rung me up, man. I would have made you another one free of charge and sent it up to you. It would have been no problem at all. Now, bump stop. Bump stop goes in there. Now look, this bump stop's free to bounce up and down. So maybe that's what you heard when you took the shock out and shook it. Yeah? Now I'm doing this in the evening, in my own time. And I'm also going to manufacture you a new valve to go in here in my own time. I'm not going to charge you for it. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to seal all this up. I'll put these things down, I'll never find them again. Where are we? We're at 6 minutes. So, what Mike has said is that, dude, I can't refund your shipping because there's nothing wrong with this shock. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. There was I mean, basically, we warranty the parts. We don't warranty shipping, but, you know, we're quite flexible. And, you know, if we feel it's right, we'd give you your shipping back. We're not arseholes. We're not BMW. Oh! Ow! Christopher! What? A lot of problems. I don't want to say it now, I don't want to upset anyone. A lot of problems with the rider. They get on the internet, someone's got a problem and then they've got the problem and then everyone's got a problem. Where there's not a problem is with this shock. I couldn't ask for better, it's absolutely fine. The base unit of this shock, it probably costs about a tenner to make. This is a real budget shock. Again, with springs, I don't know anything about the spring. I don't know its rating, I don't know its poundage, I don't know if it's BMW, I don't know if it's aftermarket, I don't know if this spring is well beyond what this damping body can deal with. This is what we call coil over shock. And I don't know what this shock is. It could be anything. It could be the most super toughest Hyper Pro, it could be off a Mini, it could be off a Land Rover. I've got no idea. And when I spoke to you last, you didn't know either. So this is unknown. So, you know, we have to be flexible somewhere, right? Now, like I say, I'm doing this in my own time, out my own pocket for you, okay? Other companies that are more untoward would charge you for what I'm doing now. That's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to get you sorted. But like I say, absolutely nothing wrong with it. You may want to check your pivot points for your power lever. Any mounting points. Where the bolt goes through the swing arm. Sure, if you've got a power lever, you have a bolt that goes all the way through the swing arm. But I can't remember exactly what bolt you've got. I'll ask you when I speak to you on the phone. But I'm ready to assemble this now, and I'll pop this back in the post tomorrow. We'll swallow the shipping back out to you. But I can't, you know, I'll ask Nick, but I can't really refund that shipping, okay? Because what we warranty is the product, we don't warranty the shipping. Yeah, I know it sounds shit, but what am I doing here now? I'm doing this. It's late at night, I'm still in the workshop, I'm doing your shop free of charge, and I'm going to make you new gas fittings free of charge when there's nothing wrong with this shop. So gas fittings I charge 35 quid for. Nobody else makes what I make. You know, it's all open. You know, I could be a real git, but it's not the way I do things now. Anyway, so I'm going to get this sealed up now and I'm done. What is the time? How are we getting on? Oh, we're just coming up for 9 minutes 40. So I'll be seeing you later, dudes.